All right, let's go. What's up, Beardy? Happy Mola Monday, Bellcock. What's up? Evidently, using this yesterday didn't count towards my Tundra blessing, so I gotta go find something else to use. Shit, surely there's something nearby. Finish that bastard off. You got it, buddy. You got it. I gotta look up a map. Surely that tent's not been used, right? It's not been used. Very good. Been used now. I'm on time for once. Welcome, Salty. Ken Jaden. Sons of Fenris assemble. All right, let's kick this guy's butt. Best team, best team, best team. We're going with light units. Tywin. We're going to go with Camilla for our defense breaker. We'll use Naked Auden. And who else? Who else? Who else? Navy Captain Landy. Okay, so this is the second iteration. So he's got about... It's not Naked Auden, you're right. It's fully clothed Auden. This is the second iteration. So he's probably got, what, 160 effect resistance or 140? I'm going to assume that I need about... How much ER or effectiveness do you have? And that's not going to be enough effectiveness. I need to make sure she can stick her buff block. Hey, Marcus. Thank you for the sub, buddy. You the man, you the man. I appreciate you. Okay, so I want to make sure she can stick the debuff. So let's get the right stuff on her. We'll go speed, and instead of pen... Actually, substats don't count, but they count a little, right? So let's get as much effectiveness on this girl as possible through hit set. Hit, 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 hit. Let's see. Let's see how little we can make them count. So this and over here... Oh, wow, really? They're all attack necks? That sucks. How about over here? This, and then this can be a speed set. And crit damage, this. Okay, let's see what that does to her. What's up, Reinhold? I still have PTSD from ML Landy's prime. She was rough, man. She was rough. Okay, in we go. How do you look now, Auden? 109.5. That's better. That gets us close. Close enough, I think. Close enough. It ain't perfect, but we'll rock what we got. Okay, so Auden. Get in there. Camilla. How's your effectiveness look? You're good on effectiveness. And we'll run Tywin and Captain of the Navy herself, Landy. How do you look? 6,400 attack, and you have got 8,000 attacks. So we're going to be pulling you until Landy starts spooling up her attacks. Let's get some good artifacts. So let's see. Tywin can be on Warhorn. Auden is on her artifact. Landy. Let's get Landy on... She's a knight. Let's get Landy on a damage artifact. How? Oh, Elbrus. Actually, though, Elbrus. I think we'll leave her on Elbrus. And who else did we have? Camilla. What's Camilla on? Camilla. Camilla actually bringing some righteous damage. Although we could just have her boost. Yeah, I think Camilla's not bringing enough damage to matter. Let's just have her boost. Where we'll use this one. All right, we got +3 on our Tundra's Blessing. Let's go curb stomp this son of a bitch. We get Summer Ida as a figure. Yeah, I think we do. Okay, show me buff block. Too good. Now I can't get the attack buff. Show me defense break. Oh, everything is going good for us. A little bit of spray. A nice hit from the Elbrus. Pop into a salvo. Oh, we didn't get a salvo. That's okay. You've already got an attack buff. Although I want an attack buff for myself, I guess. So we'll just go ahead and S2 here. And there's no need to burn. Just Ross 1. Pop. And he is getting ready to do the big jump stun bullshit. So I don't want to S1 because S1 would be fine, actually. He's not doing the transfer. Fuck it. It's S1. S1. Pow. Hit. Pop. Salvo. Where's my salvo? Okay. It really sucks that she is stunned. That's going to cause me problems. This is the round where he transfers debuffs. So I'm going to hit here. Salvo. Nice. And then, so that I don't trigger a defense break, because I don't want that sent back to me, I'm going to do this, and that heals me up, and then I can salvo into him. And then we'll throw the boat. You never did the Auden Awakening quests? Brutal. Ow. Okay. This is the sealing round. I'm going to S3. I don't want to S3 yet. Fuck it. Hit him. Buff block. And I'm going to swat the crystal for heals. Oh, definitely get some heals there. And a salvo. Nice. Into you. There's the seals. That's unfortunate. Okay. We really want the buff block here. Go! Okay. We're in good shape. S1 for a dual attack. Come on. Burn for a defense break. Pop. Into a salvo. Nice. That's 5 hits. We'll burn here. That'll be 6 hits. 7 hits. The heal from the crystal. I've already got the buff block. I'm going to drop this just to give Auden a big fucking gold shield to keep her alive and do some damage. That's 8 hits, and we survive this stage. There's no need to S3 here, so I'll S1. And he can't hurt anybody but Tywin. Oh, shit. I forgot he strips. Man, and he hit Auden. That dirty son of a bitch hit Auden. This is the transfer phase, so I don't want any more debuffs. Throw the boat, heal up. The attack buff up. We hit pop pop. Salvo, nice. Hit the crystal. Gonna S1 the crystal, hopefully. Oh shit, well that's the S3, so I guess I'm S3ing. Is it enough? It wasn't enough. Don't die, anybody. Frick, Camilla's dead. No, I've lost my defense breaks. Oh well, may as well just start doing this. You go to your guild and you click on the little glowy crystal thing in your guild lobby. Hit. Ow. Burn for the extra hit. Spray. 3 million's pretty pathetic, guys. I think we could have done better, but it is what it is. Landy cuts, and we get one last hit into a salvo. Yeah. So close to 3 million. Oof. It's kind of weak, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weak. We can do better. But we did better than Everclear, and that's what's important, because Everclear's freaking amazing. You all have the same boss. Everybody has the same ancient inheritance, yes. Your boss might be a different level. Okay, so I'm gonna slide over, grab that backpack. That'll activate my my skills again. Sweet. And now we go back and we hit him again. This time, we gotta be a little more clever. We'll use Spit in Your Eye Celine. We will use Desert Jewel Basar. We're gonna run Sylvan Sage Vivian. And we're going to run Bossarunka. Okay, let's check you girls out. Bossarunka, you look fine on that Rocket Punch. Spit in Your Eye Celine. We'll take the birthday cake. Should we go with Strawberry Cake for Giga extra damage, or should we play the RNG game and run Dust Devil for the chance of getting double taps? What do you guys think? You feeling RNG for Dust Devil? Or should we just stick with the guaranteed, with the Strawberry Cake? Chat says RNG, so we will trust chat on this one. Surely, what could possibly go wrong? Okay, Celine. Dust Devil it is. 30% chance. Okay, so Celine's good to go. Desert Jewel, I like you on Doctor's Bag. That is a good cheese. And Sylvian, yeah, we'll take the souls on the book. Okay, we gotta be a little careful on this one. Why not Asaria with Celine frontline? Because I know this works. And I've not tested that yet. All right. So, I'm going to save my free burn. Let's go ahead and S3 up just for the souls. Is Sylvan Vivian good? I've had her for over a year and I don't really use her. She is quite good, but quite hard to use. There's no reason to S2 or S3 yet, so I'll just S1. Maybe we get a dual attack. No such luck. I do not want to use the S3 yet. I'm going to save that burns for Celine, so we'll just S1 here. Ouch. Hit. Dust Devil! Oh, Chad is always right. Chad is always right. Okay, we're going to S3 here. We're going to get a nice defense break. Show me that defense break. I know I'm not going to get the buff from it, but I really want the defense break. Nice. Defense break and the strip. Very nice. We'll just S1 here. And Dust Devil. Oh my god. We're just paying off dividends, guys. Good call on the Dust Devil. So nobody's really that hurt. So check it. I'm going to just S2. Because of Doctor's Bag, even though there's no heal on this is a non-attack skill, it'll trigger Doctor's Bag, which will give me a cleanse and a heal. And then I can save my S3 for later. Nice stun on Sylvian. That is a pain in my ass. So we got a hit here. And we're going to... I really should not have hit the boss there. Now he's going to transfer this stupid defense break back to me. Frustrating. That was a bad move. I should have S1 the crystal. Okay, we hit here. And Desert, I've got to S3 because if I don't, Sylvian is dead. It's unfortunate because he's going to transfer those defense breaks onto me. Oh shit, Sylvian's dead anyway. Guys, we're in trouble. This is not going nearly as well as it went last time. But... Or do I? Oh, well, I guess I do. We burn the S1. And we bring Celine back. And I got a S3 to heal up. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Will S1 get a dual attack? Nope, but at least we healed up. There's the seal. Unfortunate, but we hit. Let's go. That's one hit. I'm going to burn. That gives me 2 hits. I'm going to burn. That gives me 3 hits. I'm going to S1. That gives me 4 hits. Dust Devil, 5 hits. We'll S1 here, 6 hits. We'll S3 to make ourselves super tanky, maybe get a defense break. That's 7 hits. And if I burn and hit the crystal, will it be enough to heal, do you think? I'm not going to burn. Just S1, that's 8 hits. We take the hit, and if somebody dies, I've got Celine. Nobody died. Look at that. Look at that Sylvian's health. What a Chad. Look how good this girl is. Well done, Sylvian. Well done. I don't want to use this yet. I don't want to wear it off. So, it's going to sound a little crazy, but let's hit... Wait. Where's Desert Jewel Basar's skills? Oh, my boy. You are good to go. We're going to heal up from that and Doctor's Bag. So we'll just hit here, get 2 hits because we're just lucky. S3, this should proc Doctor's Bag. I'll get extra healing. And wow, it didn't really do that much, did it? S1 here. Just S1. You can die to this hit. That's okay because I have got Spit in Your Eye Celine to bring everybody back to life. Let's go. Tempting. This has got a stun in it, so maybe we burn this and get a free attack off, eh? I think maybe we do. Bam. And, I don't know if the increased amount recover is going to matter. I think Desert Jewel's just dead. Everyone else will survive, though, so we'll just S1 here. Oh, freebie. Wow, he stunned everybody. What? unreasonable BS was that? It robbed us of our last hit. We had such a good score and it robbed us of our last 3 hits. Oh man, we had a 6 million score brewing. But that's not bad, guys. I will take 5 million in 2 hits. That's pretty good. So when you go into your guild, guys, it's right here. You just click on this little glowing thing that says Ancient Inheritance. That's how you can go in and be a part of this. If your guild is not crushing it, you've missed half of the event. Get in there and get on it. Start earning those rewards. Speaking of rewards, it's Monday, guys. What do you get from it? Really good gear, tons of powder, charms. There's chests in there that are just worth it, and it's fun and it's free. Has no stamina cost. It's something to do. Go check out. Just search Tristen Wulf Ancient Inheritance 2026, and there's a really nice primer guide on how to do it. It's Mola Monday, so let's see if we can get lucky from our Heart of Orbis. Something good, something better. Those are nice, but I already got them. Oh my God. How many of you all sit here and don't get 50 leaves back to back to back? I got a phone call. I gotta take it, guys. Sorry, give me a minute.
Let's do this.
Sorry, guys. That was a lot. I just hope Aram comes back soon. Probably May or June. May or June, they'll run a custom. Usually it's a custom group summon, right? How many hours you play Epic 7 daily? Fun fact, if you guys really want to hurt your brain, pull up your Stove client, click on your name at the top, and then click on your name again at the top. It'll take you to a web page on the Stove site. And if you scroll down, it'll show you games you've recently played. And if you hover over the games you've recently played, oh my God, it'll show you how many hours you've played the game. I think I might need help, guys. I think I might need help. All right, guys. We are going to waste some summons to buy down my pity to make it easier to get Salome. We really do not want another Luna. If we get one, it's an imprint that I can use. Why Luna? Because Luna is limited, so there's not easy ways to get her imprints. Everyone else, you could, put a unit on the wish list, but Luna, there's no way to wish list her. She's limited. It's hard to get dupes. So if I get her, it's at least the most valuable imprint for me. But we really don't want it. I just want to buy down my Mystic Pity a little bit. So fingers crossed for no purple flash. Let's go. Oh my God. What's the artifact? Oh my God. None of this shit's good. Oh my God. None of this shit's good. And next week it's not any better. And next week we don't have the discount. Oh, this feels so bad. Oh! Okay, we got 5-star. Hello, Cecilia. My fallen Cecilia is that much stronger. Alrighty. Let's do it again. Lovely, lovely. We take it. One more. Nice. Nice. I guess these are nice. It's a decent artifact. Okay, if I can get to around 125 from pity, I should be good. I think I stop at 129. I think I stop at 129. If I go below that, I won't be able to recover and I'll risk my Salome. So let's go down to 129. 159. $139. The sparks are scary, guys. The sparks are scary. Nice. We take it. Oh, do we get Cecilia too? Holy shit. Last one. God, did I just jinx myself by saying last one? Where are we at now? This is 100, so I'm 39 from pity. Let's do one more, please, for the love of God. Don't do it. Oh my God, the rates are insane, guys. The rates are insane. Ooh, I almost did it again. The gates are wide open, but they're so freaking open. I'm scared Luna might slip through. So we're just going to stop. We're going to stop. I'm 129 from pity. that means I've only got to come up with about another 600-700 mystics, and I'm good. So yeah, we back away, we don't show our teeth, no sudden movements. God damn it, I did say it, didn't I? Alrighty. Whew. Luna can slip through. Oh my god, Bad Hotshot, calm down. Those artifacts were kind of juicy, huh? How will you get that many mystics? You get some from your check-in rewards. So I'll get 50 here next week. Doing Guild Wars, I'll probably earn another 300 doing Guild Wars, and the rest I'll probably get from rotating the secret shop. Yeah, I should be able to do it. Worst case scenario, I'll swipe a couple hundred mystics from a pack. You know, here's 100 right here for $10. Here's 500 for $30. You know, worst case. Oh yeah, there'll be some in Guild Wars shop too. Mother of freaking God, why do they keep calling me? $810 Skystones. I'll get way more than 100 mystics cycling the shop, so I always take the Skystones. I got 500 lease. Do you think it's worth waiting for a buff event or just rip them? Normally I would say buff event, but right now with the carrot event going on, or the perfume event going on, and this week, where is it? This week you can get, kind of like unlimited artifact charms. That's pretty good. Artifact charms are rough. And next week there's like unlimited regular charms. It's charms next week. Yeah, it's tough trying to decide between artifact and regular charms. Well, speaking of charms, I'm sure you guys have seen this on Reddit, and for those of you who haven't, something weird's going on, right? If I go to enchant this piece and I tell it to just take it straight to plus 15. Why is this use powder only thing on? Hang on here. Right, so it's wanting me to spend 795,000 gold and 8,100 powder, right? 795,000 gold. But if I go in and do it in the bulk enhancement and max it out there, it's wanting me to use 788,000 gold. It's cheaper. It's a little bit cheaper. It's using slightly more charms and powder, but it's cheaper gold-wise. Some people on Reddit noticed this. We did some testing with it earlier. We talked to Maury about it, and he pushed it even further. What appears to be happening is in your reputation section, when you max out your reputation, one of the things is that it doesn't cost as much gold. I think it's about a 16% discount to the amount of charms that you're using, and it's not applying that. So bulk enhancement is taking more charms because it's not applying that. 16% more expensive on charms. But the big thing is that for some reason the regular enhancement is doing the higher price for powder. Powder always costs 66% more gold to level things up. So this is 66% more expensive using powder. You can really notice that if you just use powder, 1.26 million, versus if you just use charms, 777,000. Powder is 66% more expensive. But when you're using bulk enhancement, at least currently, it's not charging you the 66% adder for using powder. So this feels cheaper because you're not getting hit with the tariff surcharge on your powder. So we brought it to Smilegate's attention. Our hope is that they just get rid of the additional costs on powder from regular enhancing, and that they make sure that our pet and reputation bonuses are applying to bulk enhancement as well. But in the short term, if you want to save gold, use bulk enhancement. If you want to save charms, use regular enhancement, I guess. But it's not that big of a difference. But no, don't tell Smilegate. Too late. Moriori wrote a huge ass post to him, and I backed him up on it, because really what they need to do is just balance it so that, especially now that powder is not gear specific, they just need to balance it out so that powder no longer has that 66% increase charge to use. But anyway, Smilegate's response was that they have escalated it to the team to be investigated, so we'll see. Can you get dupe specialty changes? So how? Well, first things first, you need to go to your waiting room, and you need to find, not waiting room, you need to go get the specially changed unit that you want to fuck with. So how about we do another Lorena? My inventory is full. Lovely. First thing you do is you go to your inventory and you make sure you have got room for your new specially changed unit. Waka, waka, waka. God, why does it always put me in the middle of the damn list? Oh, let's see if I got one. Do I have one? Do I have a Lorena here anywhere? Lorena, or anybody that can be specially changed? Christy can be specially changed. We're just going to make another Christy. So you take your Christy. I think you need to level her to plus 30, but let me check. You go to the Awakening tab. Okay, it's not here. So yeah, we do need to level her up. So we go to level, we level her up, we make her max level. You make her level 30, right? Then you click the Awakening tab, and once you make her level 30, right there, it is specially changed now. You push the button, and just like that, you now have 2 specially changed Christies. Don't ask me why they hide it under the Awakening tab, and why it doesn't show until you plus 30 her. But that's how you can get 2 specially changed units. And it works with all of them. Do you still get weeklies? No, they discontinued weeklies and moved the rewards into the Shadow Company. So if you go to your battle tab, your seasonal, click Shadow Company, you'll find that, you know, they increase the amount of sky stones and stuff over here, so that the rewards are over here now. Wait, you can have 2 specially changes? Remember for like 15 minutes when we thought having a counter set Commander Lorena would be really good in PvP, along with our damaged PvE Commander Lorena? That was a fun 15 minutes where we thought she would be really good. But yeah, it's most people don't know it because it's hidden under the Awakening tab, and you have to be level 30 to see it. Favorite unit in the game? Love me some Sirmia. In all forms. Favorite unit. Take a look at my lobby and tell me who you think my favorite unit in the game is. How much on average can you get Mystics for 1,000 Sky Stones and shop refreshing? I used to know this. Yeah, I think they're right. I think like 200 Sky Stones per 1,000. That feels about right. I'd have to ask Volcanics. Volcanics always has that number right off the top of his head. A lot just depends on how lucky you are. All right, guys. Worked up something special for you since a lot of you guys are out there farming and you want to know the fastest, best way to farm. So if you are farming for just gold and for AP, the best place to farm right now is episode 5. Now, I'll tell you this, no matter which chapter of episode 5 you do, they all pay the same. I prefer episode 8, and I prefer the fight called Plans Gone Awry, simply because there are no fire units in this, and it makes it a little bit easier to do because earth units are really, really good at clearing adventure. So we're going to do this phase. I'm going to show you how to do it stupid fast, free to play, and leaving a spot open to friendship farm while you're doing it. So first, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to, we tried this, it didn't work, but it was really funny. So here's your team, guys. It's as free to play as it gets. Vivian is a free unit. Everybody gets her. Free Spirit Tiara is so damn free, she's got free right there in her name. And though Watcher Shuri is not free, he is a 4-star and he's relatively easy to pick up. If you have got strays, you can use strays here, but it requires putting a warfare set on strays. And I can think of few things as horrible to do to a strays as put him on a warfare set. He's one of the stronger PvP and PvE units in the game, and warfare set on him just feels ugly. So I want to give you a way to farm this fast without it, but Strays Watcher can 2-man it. I believe Moria's got an email or a video out there showing those 2 units 2-manning it if you want to build that in Friendship Farm 2, but this will let you Friendship Farm 1 unit. So this empty spot in the front, just imagine your buck naked Friendship farming unit. Let's go over the details here. First, Vivian, you want her to be the fastest unit on the team. So what we do, we took the free gear that they give you at the start. This is all the free gear, I think. I think it's all free gear. It's the 11 speed set that's got damage sats on it, right? We put a torrent set, again, the 11 speed free gear. All the 11 speed stuff across the board. For some reason, the neck was 10 speed instead of 11 speed, but there you go. And I think these are just boots I found laying around. I'm not sure if these were free boots or not. They look like free boots. If they are free boots, great. But there you go. I mean, everybody should get this gear. Now, you're going to need to run Time Matter, which is not free. If you don't have Time Matter, you can still do this. You're just going to need to change her to a warfare set, and it will slow it down a little bit. But if you do have Time Matter, it makes this giga fast. I strongly recommend the number 2 exclusive equipment that gives her a 50% CR push. It makes this so much cleaner. So there's our Vivian, right? Damn, she's pretty. What the hell was Kowarik thinking? Next, we're going to run Watcher Shuri. Once again, on predominantly the free set, some level 78 gear. I just mixed and matched because you want to get as much crit damage as possible. We're going to be using Daydream Joker. And for those of you who don't realize this, you can figure out the maximum crit damage you can do by multiplying your attack by a decimal version of crit damage. So if you take your attack times 3.3, that number is your damage potential output. So you can do this when you're comparing builds and say, oh, would 4,000 attack but 280 crit damage be better or worse than this? You can literally multiply them together, and whichever number is higher does more damage. But there's one exception to that. Daydream Joker, this 3% damage, it cues off of your crit damage. So the higher your crit damage, the higher the multiplier into this 3% is. So when Daydream Joker is involved, you always want to get crit damage as high as possible. 350 would be ideal, but this is just how it worked out with the free gear that I got. So try to build as much damage as you can, but lean heavy into crit damage. I've got him on his number 2 EE. It doesn't matter. He doesn't even need his exclusive equipment at all. The speed, he doesn't need the speed. He doesn't need any of this, right? You want him relatively slow. You want to make sure that he does not go before Vivian. You want Vivian to S3, get that 50% CR push, and for her to cut ahead of Shuri, because we don't want Shuri to pull the trigger until the final phase. Shuri's just along for the ride, being a cheerleader, and we're using him to nuke the boss on the final stage. So make sure he is slow enough. I'm not going to say how slow. 150 works with a 247 Vivian. In fact, he could be a little faster even. So that worked. But if you notice your Shuri is cutting your Vivian, you need to slow your Shuri down or speed your Vivian up. Last is the not so new player friendly portion, but the gear I think is pretty acceptable. Free Spirit Tiaria. We're going to run her on, that's right, a Warfare set. The reason is we want her to spray her S2 every single round. You see, Warfare set resets her skills every time you go into a new stage of the fight. That's how the Strays team works. The S3s, next round, Warfare set procs, he can S3 again. This just speeds it up and makes it consistent. If you don't have a Warfare set, you can run Green Vildred. He would work too, but not exactly the most free-to-play option out there. This is not a great Warfare set. I mean, hell, this is freaking level 85, and it kind of sloppy and all over the place. Even after Reforge, it's only 88 gear score. It's pretty freaking bad gear, right? But it gets the job done. She just needs to be there to do a little bit of additional damage, and I'm running her on an XP boosting artifact. Most of you will not have this. We have implored Smilegate, and I will do it again right after this video, implored Smilegate to put this in the guild shop. Give players a chance to get these ancient anniversary artifacts that boost XP, that boost friendship. But this artifact does nothing for damage. So if you're having trouble hitting the damage mark, you could put a damage boosting artifact. You could put Warhorn on here to make your units hit harder. You could put your own Daydream Joker to help kill that final boss. You could put Midnight Bloom on here to get extra crit chance, to make all your teams easier to build. There's a variety of options you have, because this is doing nothing for me. The exclusive equipment doesn't really matter because she's not really engaging in it, but hey, you get that for free. And that's it. For the last spot, you would put your friendship unit, take all the gear off of your friendship unit so that it is going last and not interrupting the flow of the fight. And I want you to watch how fast this is after I unfucker up my equipment. 25 speed right here, guys. Ready? Show me 25 speed. 20. Goodbye, bad piece of gear. It was nice knowing you. Ooh. If that was percent attack, I would give this one a shot, but I'm not giving that a shot. That is just terrible. And now I'm good to go. Okay. Watch how fast this is, guys. In fact, here. I'm just going to get a little timer set up on my phone. Let's see. Stopwatch. Ooh. God damn it, game. You ever have one of those days? Oh, all right. Here we go. Let's see how we go. Let's see how fast it goes. I don't have auto on. Professional YouTuber here, guys. Really. No. Almost quick battled. Okay, here we go. Let's see how fast this team flies. I didn't turn auto on again. Turn auto on. Restart the fucking fight. Where's Baka? I need somebody to blame for this. Oh, shit. Let's go. Okay. Timer's going. Let's see how fast. Vivian's going to do her S3. This will give an attack buff to the entire team. Thierry is going to S2, doing some damage. Vivian will lap around, finishing off the first two, and then finishing off the last two. We're on to phase 2. We've still got the attack buff, and that means Vivian's going to do a little bit of damage, and Tyria S2s because of the Warfare set, finishing off the bad guys. We're into phase 3. Vivian's going to do her S2 again, once again giving attack buff to everybody. Tyria is going to drop her S2, doing a little bit of damage. Vivian cuts, killing one of the ads, killing the second ad, killing the third ad, and then watch her pulls the trigger, and dead in 45 seconds. plus or minus a second, depending on how fast you're able to do it. So there you guys go. If you want to be able to clear this wicked fast and friendship farm a unit and use all free units that pretty much everybody has access to at not a super high gear requirement, this is very clean. Now, why do you want to be fast on this? Maybe you got 1,000 leafs and you want to grind through a buff event. Maybe you just want to min-max your experience. Maybe you just want to flex on your friends that you're clearing it in 45 seconds while friendship farming. But that's my team, and hopefully this helps you guys out and you enjoy it. If you want to replace somebody, slap a green Vildred in there somewhere and you will do even more damage. Watcher Shuri is kind of required for nuking at the end. If you really, really want to kick it up a notch, you can use my original team, which is a 2-man version of this that just simply uses green Bologna. Green Bologna team has to be tuned and tweaked perfectly to work. And honestly, I'm not sure if it is right now. I'm going to try it. I don't think it is right now, but if this doesn't work, there's going to be a link in the description of this video to show you freaking friendship. I did not ask. You know what? You're slow enough. You can come along for the ride, Ilanov. You're not going to cause any problems. Defense break, as long as it lands on one person, Vivian is able to take everybody out. If it misses on somebody, Vivian's second hit does the damage. We do some damage here. Bologna's S2 takes care of the rest of them. And we move to... Did I miss a crit? Bologna, let me see your gear. Why didn't that last one die? Oh, we didn't. Okay, let's just try it without a friend here. Okay, so this should work. We get the S3 first. Attack buff for Bologna. We drop the defense breaks. We need the defense break to stick on one of the enemies. Vivian comes in, kills everything off. Vivian does a hit, then Bologna should clean up the rest. Good. And the nice thing here is Vivian does a hit. This does a hit into an extra attack, which spreads defense breaks on everybody, or on one person. And then Vivian, see, it's not tuned quite right. I gotta check into this. It's not tuned quite right, because Vivian was supposed to S2 there, and that's what kills. Now he gets a defense buff and we're not going to kill. Okay. Anyway, if you guys want a link to how the 2-man team with Bologna works, that will be in the description of this video, but it is a high gear requirement. It's kind of an end game team. And the only advantage to that team over the one we just did is it lets you farm with just 2 units. So, yeah. I would just stick with this team. But that's it. Hopefully that helps you guys out. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy farming, Epic 7. That video, if you want the 2-man team, is... this video right here. And it is giga fast, but it takes oh, good job, YouTube. You're doing great over there. Do an AoE hit. I'll just let it run. There's a timer running in the bottom so you can see how fast it is. If you put Vivian on the team, it makes up for gear. The only reason Vivian's there is because I needed her for a little extra damage, but you can 2-man it with the right gear. And it's over in like 40 seconds. It's actually legitimately far faster than the other team we just did. But Bologna's not exactly free-to-play friendly, so it's kind of hard to recommend it as a free team. And the gearing is kind of insane. The other team I just showed you using the same units, but Watcher Shuri instead of Bologna is a little bit more free-to-play friendly. After RC8, what do I select? What power-ups? The one for Runka for Gap? I just use the same team. Honestly, I don't I don't farm Rift, so I didn't take it further. Go take a look at it, though. That's a 3-man team. Do you really want to see the 2-man team? I can show it to you. I just got to gear around it. It just takes really, really high-end gear to do it. Okay, so if you're going to do the 2-man team, you got to build this completely reasonable Vivian that everybody can build, because that's not a hard stat line to hit. And you need to build this completely reasonable Bologna, because that's an easy stat line to hit too at 237 speed. And once you have built those completely fair and balanced units, you can do it as a 2-man team. But the Thierry at the end makes it a lot more free-to-play friendly. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Kyle. That's awesome. Pop into an AoE attack, and as long as it sticks a defense break on somebody, Vivian is able to clear. She has 2s because she's, or 3s, because she's fast enough. She cuts, she kills the front mobs, she kills the back mobs, and that's it. Everything's dead with a 2-man team. So there you go. It can be done. It's just, this is very unfriendly to gear, but it is the team that I use because I like friendship farming 2 units. But you can put Tierra on there and make it much more free to play friendly. Or you can use the team we just discussed that uses Watcher Shuri instead of Bologna, and that's even more free to play friendly because you don't feel like you got to use a selector ticket on frickin' Bologna to speed farm. How do you get the skins? Oh, the skin currency. They occasionally run some battle passes that have them, though it has been a while. I believe the event that's going on right now has them in it. Let me see. Event. Yeah, right here. You can buy 15 of them this week in the Belle Nuit event. Are there any next week? There's another 15 next week, and there's another 20 at the end, and there was 10 at the beginning. So that's 20, 40, or 20, 30, 6. So there's 60 of them, and 60 of them is not enough to get, I think, any skin in there. It's not an ML skin, right? I am not sure if there's any in the milestone shop. I didn't look. It doesn't look like there's any in the milestone shop, although I can't see the beginner shop. And of course, you can just go to the shop and go to the skin shop, and you can, do they sell them here or do they sell them somewhere else? Packs. Here we go. So skin tickets. You can buy this pack and get 60 right here for 30 bucks. So 30 bucks, basically 30 bucks buys you a skin, because most of the skins cost 60. So you can go and peep all of them, get the ones you like. I still think this one should only cost 30 because it's only half a skin. Doesn't change her when she's in her base form. So you should only have to pay half price because you only see the skin when she transforms. And if you put her in the lobby, it's her base skin. How can you buy a skin, you put her in the lobby, and it's not the other skin? That's so rude. Rangar special drink lowers the requirement for the 2 women on the team. Yeah, but that's a very limited artifact. That's why you need the Tam. Oh, we don't talk about the Tamacoin skin. That was a dark fucking day for Epic 7. I don't think I've been mad at him like that ever. And I lived through pet snacks. Oh, it's Monday, so let's fix my teams. Guys, nobody wants to use a team that's only got like 600,000 CP. Every Monday, come in and assign your teams. The higher your CP is, the more likely when people go to fight, they're going to be like, I'm not going to use Anyo when Byako's 729,000. And every time they select your team from the list, you get armbands on Wednesday and at the end of the week from people using your team. So always go in and kind of refresh your supporter list just to give you the best chance that people will use your team so you get more armbands to buy more things. Fene versus Setsuka for the selector. Fene, it's not even a contest. Setsuka, I mean, unless your end goal of this game is just RTA, then right now Setsuka's really good, but RTA units come and go. PvP comes and goes. Fene is eternal. Fene does everything PvE. Whichever one you pick up, though, the other one goes into your wish list for sure. You are all in for PvP. You don't need Fene, but she makes things so much easier. I can't even imagine trying to do Trial of Constellations without Fene. Oh, wait, I can. I made a video on it. It was fucking awful. But, yeah. You won't use Fene at all in PvP. Not at all. Like, unless you're just forcing it because you love her. Best artifact for Remnant Violet. The one that I just pulled a shit ton of today. What was it called? Shepherd of the Hollow. Charon's artifact. You can also put him on double-edged Crescent, but I don't think he needs it. Oh no, we're pulling a shoe, aren't we? There you go, double-edged Crescent. Gives you even additional chances to counter. I just like the extra damage on him, so I would prefer Shepherd of the Hollow, but either of these are good. And if you don't have either of these, the best free-to-play artifact for him is going to be Moonlight Boob Blade. Why does no one use the Milim artifact for Fern? I think Byako was doing that for a little while. It's not that the artifact isn't good, it's just that without barrier, she's dead. So she kind of needs her own artifact, unless you, I mean, if you're going with sustained fights. You can try it, it's just rough. My man, can you help me? I played the game from 2018 to 2020 and now I'm back. Should I stick with this account or create a new one? I have the Guilty Gear, the Full Metal, the ReZero Cloud. I mean, you got a lot of collector's items, right? If you want, create a new account, play it for a week, and see how much fun you're having with it. If the new player experience and the rewards are worth it to you. But I can't imagine giving up on some of those legacy heroes. But they aren't good right now. They're just collector's items. That's really a you question. The new player experience is a lot of fun, and I know people have like rekindled their love for the game when they start a new account. But I hate feeling like I'm backtracking, feeling like I'm doing the same shit over and over again. So it wouldn't work for me. Starting in. That's why people are like, you ever going to do a new player guide? I'm like, doing a new player guide would mean I have to create a new account, and I'd hate every second of it. Missed the Freerin collab. That's rough. Yeah, they're starting to counter her, though. Freerin will fall out of favor within the next 7 to 8 months. Right now, she's really good. But yeah, it's kind of a whole new game. If you haven't played since 2020, so much of the game has changed. Oh, and somebody asked me earlier, is there a reason to do Labyrinth? Yes, of course. First, it's free. So why wouldn't you? It doesn't cost anything to do it. And it's got some nice rewards, especially Malachus. I mean, there's some really nice gear in there. So, yeah, do it. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free content. It's something to do when you're out of stamina. Just knock it out. Plus, you get to go see Hoochie all the time. Except when your equipment is full. Remember when you didn't just need Labyrinth compasses to go in, but you needed to know which camping teams would give you the best what do you call it? The best amount of morale so that you could go further and not get fucked over. Man, Hoochie didn't have shit today. Also, for those of you who are new, if you read this down here, that only purchased items will refresh once a day. Something to know about Hoochie is that he's a dirty fucking liar. Everything will refresh. Whether you buy it or not, all of these things will be different tomorrow. You don't have to buy it to shuffle it. So don't feel like you got to buy the trash so that next time something new comes in, it's a whole new thing. And I've been asking Smilegate to fix this statement because it is incorrect and untrue. Also, if you collect all the stuff, if you magically find a path to Hoochie that has no fights on it, like I just did here, you don't have to use an exit terminal. You can just exit and yield. You get to keep all the stuff you bought, and the map is saved, so that next time you go in tomorrow, it's still the clear path with no fights. Who is more useful in Guild Wars? Ilanov, Luna, Ruel, or Maid? Are we talking ML5s? Which ML5s are most useful? Like Empyrean Ilanov, New Moon Luna, Ruel of Light, and Maid Chloe? I would say probably Luna out of that batch, but Ilanov and Ruel are also really, really good there. Maid is probably the weakest one of the three, but you know, it's all about building teams, but being able to AoE seal the enemy, especially if they're running a slow team, very, very nice. None of the collabs came back. They don't really rerun collabs. They've only ever technically rerun 2 collabs, and that was ReZero and Guilty Gear, and they only reran them once. Now, every once in a while, they'll do a new collab with the same IP, and then they will reactivate the old banners during that collab. But even that's usually still a new collab, right? People are like, oh, no, they reran Slime. I'm like, no, they didn't. They gave us a new collab with Slime. They gave us Benny Maru and what's her name? And then they went ahead and reactivated the old banners. In September of 24, I think, August of 24, they did a rerun on ReZero and on Guilty Gear. It's the only true rerun they've ever done, to my knowledge. Hey, bro, hope you're doing well today. I already have a hero selector. Do I already have a hero selector video that I can choose a good one? Came back recently, a little bit lost. Tristen Wulf selector tier list. Best artifacts, best Covenant heroes. There you go, buddy. Please, for the love of God, don't do the Covenant selector yet. If you're relatively new, you're doing your milestone of Radiance, you will be able to get random units, and if you say you just had it in your heart that you're going to go pick up your Fene, right? That guy's over there, he's like, hey, should I get Fene or Setska, right? Well, say you decided to get Fene, and then tomorrow you get a gold chest and out pops Fene. Well, you don't get to keep her because she's a dupe. Now, you might be like, oh, wait, I'm a new player, I can't get dupes. Yeah, but what if that was Fene? Then you could have used your selector to get your Setska. You should try to get through as many of those gold chests as you can. Get as many units uncovered as you can, because you're not going to collect them all. There are a metric fuck ton of heroes to choose from. You're not going to get them all from, like 13 gold chests? You're only going to get 13 of these. What if the 13 are all out of the ass column? Then you can at least use your selector to get a good one. So try to get through your gold chests, and once you get through your gold chests, then just make sure you don't run out of time, right? This event is only for... 30 days. You got 30 days left. If you buy this, it will go into your mailbox and you will... No, if you buy this, you get it instantly. Yeah, so you got 30 days. So sometime 29 days from now, look at who you don't have and then use your selector. Because even when we're out of week 4, when we're into the mythological week 5 where you're not earning the currency anymore, you can still go back to week 2. Just like you can go back to week 1 and buy things here, you'll be able to go back to week 2 and buy the selectors then. So that way you can load your account up with the free units and then look at what you need. Because when you buy this, you might be like, wow, I need Fene, I need Setska, I need Teu. Nobody needs Teu. But within the next 10, 15, 20 days, maybe you get them randomly. And it just gives you the ability to say, hey, I got all of the good ones that I wanted. Now I can pick up my love Hua Young and check out those legs that go all the way to the ground. So that's my advice, is kind of hang back and wait on using the selector tickets just to be safe. And if you've already claimed it, that's okay. You got a hero you wanted, don't be sad. I'm just trying to find ways to help you kind of min-max your experience. Now, you want to see whose legs are criminal? Oh my god. Damn. Her animation too, holy shit. Here, just so you can see them in action. This isn't going to work. And I don't care. Look at those, look at those legs. Is Elvira generally bad without Scaly, or is she decent? Elvira turns off young Senya, and young Senya is toxic as hell. And everybody gets to have young Senya now. So yeah, I think she's I think she's pretty fucking good, just because you're gonna be fighting young Senyas out the wazoo. And you guys talking so fast. What game is this? This game is called Epic 7. And if you're looking for a really good new player experience and you hate the fact that you've got free time, it's a good time. It's a good game to play. But yeah, rip your free time. Fair warning, it is a gacha game. Wow, you hit my fat cat, you dirty son of a... What was this chance? What was this chance to hit my fat cat? Don't... And you hit my Bologna? Did he just like 20% me twice in a row? God, she hit too. Would anybody else like to hit my Setska? Go on, show me. That wasn't a miss. Look, he missed. It could happen. He actually missed. Man, this is disgusting. You need an AI relic tier list. I keep losing it. Tristen, Wulf, relics. I believe I cover it here. Here's the relic tier list, though. Older video, but the data's still good. Where did I get my signature hat from? Spirit Halloween. Does Setsuka only get up to 50% evasion on her own? 50 plus the artifact, so she's 70% evasion technically. So she still got hit. And Fat Cat should have been 70% evasion. He still got hit. Bologna would have been 50. I don't even know how he fucking hit Bologna. I'm not going to think on it. It's going to give me a nosebleed. Oh, it's 50 total. It's 30 plus 20. My bad. So yeah, only 50. You're right, Beardy. Hide my shame. That's why you pack backup plans. Epic Dash coming back. They've run it twice for Anne of Woe. This Biblis girl has really been causing my quick battle teams problems lately. I hear he's insane in Ancient Inheritance. Anniversary is August 30th. They usually run dash around that. Yeah, Biblis is really good. What's dash? It's kind of like Carrot event, but more generous. Just a special event they run. It's really good for new players. Holy crap, it brought in so many new players. I hate Biblis Artifact the most currently. Having trouble pulling it or some other reason. What's my defense team? I might change. That shouldn't have lost. What happened there? There's no way she had the effectiveness to get the seal on everybody. Not with my effect res. Just a fluke. Glitch in the Matrix. Oh, no, not into this monster. Oh, go fuck yourself. I'd rather fight Biblis. Tristen, are we just quick about it? I'm sorry, I couldn't finish reading your message over the sound of being an emperor. Ooh, ooh, is it free Renok when she's involved? I think it might still be a free Renok. Bite me, Renok. Only thing easier to kill than Nodos is Renok defenses. Let's do something fun. Let's use the shark. God, I love the shark. Are you Proof of Valor? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Proof of Valor is actually a little bit of a problem here. I had to pit. You had to play for 2 hours to get to rank 23? Sounds like a skill issue to me, man. Proof of Valor! Dead. Get him, Shark Girl. I had a 52 Warfare speed boot ready for Notice, but he didn't come home. That's okay. You'll get him someday. Everybody say bye, Ras. Oh, wow. Ras. I gotta say, Ras, I'm impressed. Too bad you're dead. Smacked to death with sharks. Wait, wasn't that a killer whale? Yep. Boop. I like how Silk got a dual attack there at the very end to steal the XP. What else we got? I'd like a list of shit I wanted to do today. We covered the fast farming team. We talked about the gearing bullshit. We did some ancient inheritance. When do you extract gear versus sell? When you're under, I'd say 10 to 15 million gold, then you always sell. If you're doing breach, I think you always extract, because you want to have a good amount of cubes for these sets so that down the road in the future, a new warfare unit comes out, you can just use blue boxes and craft the pieces instead of being forced to go into Rift. Other than that, the day you notice that you don't have enough cubes to craft a certain piece of gear or to buy your charms, you start doing some extractions. What works versus Biblis? You try to seal her? I usually just kill her. If you cleave her, you've just got to make sure she dies, because reflect doesn't happen when the enemy dies from the hit. If you're always under 10 million gold, you need to get your ass out of hunts and start farming either Eulogy for a Saint or episode number 5-8, Plans Gone Awry. Did I roll that immunity gear? What immunity gear? What immunity? Oh, you mean from Ancient Inheritance? It probably rolled like shit. All of my AI gear has rolled like shit. It's been tragically bad. My shark build? Sure. Oh, the perfume stuff. No, I haven't bought anything from the perfume event. I really should. You want to see my shark? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Knights. Ice. Shark girl. There she is. She's if you're going to run like Symbol of Unity, then and I tried her on Pursuit set, but really I think I'm getting more out of the Torrent. Yeah. If you guys want to see my builds too, discordwolf.com. Most of my builds are in my Discord, and I will be updating them soon. Here's my Shep. Yeah, it is funny that we call her Sharklet when she does orca whales and swings marlins at people. It's not actually any sharks involved. I do like that she's wrapped a handle on their tails, though. Donate some. Wish I could, brother. Yeah, Fishlet doesn't quite have the same oomph to it, does it? I don't know, guys. Honestly, I think I'm buying go get the slate and the bottle of knowledge and the artifact selector before I get anything else. Oh, and probably the ring. 20 speed rings always welcome. keep getting baited by this. The reason this red dot's triggering is because there is a free pack available here, but they're all expired, and until Smilegate farts around with the UI and fixes it, it's going to be there. It's going to always show up. You can click on this little bell and tell it to stop showing the unclaimed rewards, and the red dot should go away. No longer showing the red dot. Now, the next time you reboot the game, it'll come right back again, but at least you don't have to look at it the rest of the day. Yeah, if you, I don't really have any guides on RTA. It's not my jam. I know my way around a fight. I don't suck in RTA. I can pretty easily sail into Emperor for RTA, but I haven't really made guides on it because, you know, try to stay in my own lane, right? I mean, new player guides, that's the realms of deity. Character breakdowns and analysis, that's Sue and Anyo. RTA, that's Valky's forte. So go check out Valky. If you're gonna look him up on YouTube, he's got a really good channel. Just search Valky RTA. Right here he is. How to build every unit in Epic 7 for RTA and Guild Wars. An RTA draft guide by Valky. It's a whole ass playlist of how to draft. He goes through like, he does shorts. He goes through explaining what the terminology means. If you're like, what do they mean by aggro? What do they mean by cleave? What do they mean by a bridge unit? He explains all that. Just about everything I learned about RTA I picked up from Valky. He is a super good resource, so check him out. Six, super appreciate you. Oh man, no worries. That was easy. Ask me a harder one. I'm kidding, don't. Okay, is this guy dead yet? What the deuce? I need Everclear to get in here and murder stomp Prongo. I got 105 stamina. Maybe I go explore a little bit. Try to get to level 10. Let's go find some chests. Let's see. Let's go this way. Have I been this way? I've been that way. Let's go that away. Actually, let's just take a teleporter somewhere. Let's go north. Let's go north. $100 exploration points. Don't mind if I do. Let's see, we're about right here. There's not a single damn tombstone in this entire area. What the absolute F? Oh well, this is the direction we chose. Backpack better than nothing, I guess. Another 50. Is this the best event for charms? I really want to save for Mola, but charm farming is torture. Yeah, I know, and it's okay. I've been up there. I've definitely been up there. So let's go this way. Oh, I've been over there too. Oh my god, I've totally been over there. This is the initial way I came. Where's the teleporter? It's right here. Let's just go somewhere we've not been. It's about the only way to grind for the charms, right? So, oh my god, red dots. Let's go down here. We haven't been over here yet. Ooh, tombstone. If you want to save for the Mola, save for the Mola. Yeah, it should be listed in the playlist section of my YouTube. is my homepage. Yeah, if you go under playlists on my homepage, it should be there. Just find the one that says DMCA Free Metal. Got a picture of a rat. Here we go, DMCA Free Metal. That's my playlist.
I'm back, my friends.
Scars the Chad. 725. Okay, we need more. Let's see, we just teleported over here. We just got this one, right? Yeah, we just got that one. Let's go northish past this tent. There's only one chest, but there's a couple of backpacks. Oh, there's a rock over here. Gotta be careful I don't overuse my provisions. I want to have enough to be able to get back to the boss and do my last hits. Oh, somebody just sent me food. Somebody fed the pupper. Somebody sent me food again. Anya, was that you? Let me see. Where are we? We are here. Let's go diagonal over. $8.35, $9.35. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I'm a well-fed pupper. $9.50. That's it. That's it, guys. We did it. We are now officially 35 points away from... Fine. We'll walk over here, and then we'll walk back up here, and then we'll walk back down here, and then we'll walk back up here, and then we'll walk back down here, and then we'll walk back up here. Holy shit. And then we'll walk back down here, and then we'll walk back up here, and still not quite be there. And we'll walk over here somewhere different, and we're done. Level 10, let's go! I was doing it for the 5 keys. Okay, let's open some chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, that should be able to reach that chest, right? Nope, I can't count. Stuff down here. Stuff. I think there are some chests by Prongo, right? There's one chest there. There's one chest there. Okay, I'm going to save my last 3 keys to open these chests so I can get additional damage when I hit Prongo. Woo! Wait, is this the last Prongo? We got one more Prongo after this, right, Anyo? This isn't the last Prongo, is it? Yeah, we got one more after this one, right? My position. Boop. Son of a bitch, there's a backpack right there this whole time. Embarrassing. See the box in the top right? Click that. Ah. Gotcha. We got to do the Awakened Ferocious Last Dragon Prongo. How many Prongos are there? There's the 2 main ones that give the gear drop. And then there's 3... special ones that give powder and red boxes at the end that aren't necessary, but they're a nice little bonus for people that are a little bit ahead of the curve. I had a question about guild artifacts. Would it be better to hold 2 symbol unities or 1? Symbol unity, you get 2. Oh, I'm sorry, you get 1. The only artifact that you want to keep multiples of in the guild artifact shop is... Let me see. Bastion, keep 2. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. I only have one, and I regret it every day. You want 2 of this artifact. Everything else... Oh, and I really like having 3 of this. 1 plus 30, 1 plus 27, 1 plus 15. 2's enough. 2 at plus 30 is nice, but having that third one at plus 15 is just nice. Occasionally it comes in real handy. So yeah, 3 of this one, 2 of this one, 1 of everything else. There's a time when we used to recommend 2 war horns, but you don't really need 2 of these anymore. And all of them are really good, except this one. This is about the only one that really doesn't have a place in the game right now. Also, when are we getting Guild War Guy as a playable unit? You can totally see like his entire journey, right? Where he gets knighted and he fights in a vicious battle and he strategizes what to do and he rallies the troops and defends the fallen allies. I mean, everything about this guy is a whole freaking vibe, and I wish they would give us more lore and story and let us pull them. When was the last time we actually got a traditional knight in this game, like with fantasy armor? Cecilia's ancient. Tywin's kind of old. Nodos is naked. Crow is a day 1 unit. He's not day 1, but he's not new. Crozet's ancient. Crimson Armin is newish. She's like 2021, I think. 2020 or 2021. You think Victorica counts? I mean, she forgot to put on pants. It's kind of embarrassing to put all your armor on and realize you forgot, like, underwear. But, you know, it lets her be super flexible. I think it might be Victorica, another knight who forgot to put on pants. Yeah. I think Victorica is the most recent. You get what I mean when I say Victorica's flexible, right? Check her out. I mean, there's man spreading and then there's whatever the hell Victorica's doing over there. Can't do that with friggin' leg armor on, right? Not safe for work. Okay, who are we fighting? Grindhouse. Victorica spreading. Holy shit. This poor guild won 2 in a row and now they're getting curb stomped. Any Notoses that I can fight? I like fighting Notos. Any Notoses? Any Notos defenses? Anyone? Bueller? Oh, bloody hell. You know it's rough when they got Spectre Tenebria and Kisei on their defense. It's no tie. Is it no tie or would it be... No tie would be 1 Notos, right? I'm looking for multiple Notos, so Notices? Notos! Get in there, Fluffy. Not that one. That one. And redheads. And up top, ooh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. How about we just absolutely destroy this? Just in case this is the world's fastest Renok with speed imprints, we'll go ahead and pack our own speed booster. Wait, is this the good one? This isn't the good one. That's okay. This will still work. And, so many options, guys. Do we use Ludwig? Do we use Teiyu? I kind of feel like we want to use Teiyu. Don't worry, I destroyed the world. Wait, Tristen, wait. Is it an Asia guild? No. I don't think so. Grindhouse. Oh no, where was he? You? No. Was it you? No. You. No. Shit. You made me lose track of my quarry. Fat hot shot, I blame you. Okay, there we are. You want me to quick battle it? I guess I could. Let's see if we moon bunny. If we moon bunny into we could moon bunny into Hua into Saria. Or Vildred. Could moon bunny into Vildred, right? That'd work, right? I'm not sure how, but somehow this is Fat Hotshot's fault. If we had manualed it, we could have soul burned at the right time. I think that is the first time I've ever lost a notice on defense. Oh my god, and they all lost a notice on defense. Now it's just extra embarrassing. Oh wow, we lost freaking we lost our Hua too. Embarrassing. Okay, we'll take Katie and we will take Who Asked. And we will take Zio. Down here, we'll do Do Bryceria. We just need an extra AoE. You know, we can just use, what's our nerd? Nah, she might not hit. Somebody else who can hit the back row. All we need to do is enough damage to activate Vildred. And I think we can do enough damage to activate Vildred with Bry. Get Fire Ida down there with Illy for some cinema. You know what we could do is we could do frickin' DN. Problem is that if my Bryceria activates my Vildred before DN goes, it might not work. You go green Yulha on the bottom one. I don't like playing turn 2. Fuck it. Oh my god. Okay. We can still hit it. Oh, we should use Red Bibulus. I haven't really gotten a chance to use Red Bibulus. We'll hit this. I should hit Renak, come to think of it. Pushed her back, but that's okay. Push you up. Get the defense break. And who dies? You can only S1, so you die. Yeah, we hit Renak so hard, BBK exploded. Would I ever do an account review? In Discord. I'll do one privately in Discord. I really can't do one live. Oh, poor Freerin. Bye, Yulha. Bye, everybody. You do account reviews? I'll do them in Discord privately. I can't do them live. Smilegate really just kind of doesn't let us do them live. See, I can't physically log onto your account anymore. It's against the rules. So I've got to basically do a screen share. And the big concern, it's not that I don't trust you guys, it's that somebody's going to think that they're super freaking funny, right? They're going to think it's going to be hilarious. And in the middle of the stream, you know, sharing their screen, they're going to switch it over to some hentai or something. And then I lose my channel. So, yeah. Most of us don't do account reviews unless, like, you know, we know that, like, I do an account review for Beardy, but I've known Beardy for months. I know he wouldn't fuck with me. Yeah, we've been trying to find workarounds for it, putting the stream on delay, things like that. But then chat thinks they're being ignored because you're running a 3-minute delay on chat. Yeah, it's just, it ain't easy. Let's just kill this guy. Oh my God, it's young Senyo. Whatever will we do? How about legs? We go with legs, we go with Bellion, and we go with, okay, so that eliminates this problem, that eliminates this problem. Now we just need somebody that can kill everybody. So how about my own Freerin? who is not a knight. Why would I think Freeren's a knight? Okay, and up here we have got Scary, Scary, Don't We Look Mean. This looks like a job for the Great Mortelix. That basically turns this guy off. And how about a little Xeno action? That turns this girl off. And now we just need things that can kill them. So how about raise? No, she's gonna go. She's gonna go. She's gonna go and she's gonna mess everything up. Are the extra gear sets in mailbox still available? I think they only lasted for 6 days after they hit your mailbox. Yeah, I guess we could use Rat. Could use fast damagey Rat. Sure. We forgot to use freaking Biblis again. Oh well. Here you go, DN. Get some injury on you. Pop. Is there any kind of control in this? Rupture. Get Rupture, DN. You're just going to cleanse it. If you just made a new account, they'll be in your box for 6 days. But if they were in your box and like a week's gone by, yeah, they're gone now. Perfumer Biblis good. She is probably the strongest PvP RGB unit in the game. And I say that staring DN right in her face. Get stepped on. Man, we didn't hit anything. Uh-oh, 10k damage. Pop. That was actually quite scary. Think maybe we need to get rid of this before we lose our ability to dodge. Don't kill him. Say it with me, everybody. Giant rat gun. Giant rat gun. Oh. Pow! You can rest now, Xeno. Your job's done. Has Smogate ever emergency nerfed anything before? Yes. Yes, they have. It's never been something you've pulled from a gacha, though. There was a unit called Rock God. It was the Frost Shard. You probably got to see him during the April Fool's event. Yeah. The song name, it's from Dynasty Warriors. ! Song boils. He was so freaking good when he came out that they emergency nerfed him within 48 hours, and then they created a limited unit named Ahmed that had that 2-star monsters kit. Another one they did that to was Jadewind Scorpion. Jadewind Scorpion was so freaking insane on release that you could use him to one-shot Abyss 100. So he detonated poisons. Yeah, 2-star had Ahmed's kit. Yep. Before Ahmed existed. In fact, we talked about him earlier. If you want a funny freaking video, go check out Valky's channel, and it might be under there under Rock God. Yeah, the new God of Cleve. Go watch this video. It's from 4 years ago, but it's freaking hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. The amount of fun we had with this little unit for 48 hours, it was the Wild West, and we had so much freaking fun with this unit. Yeah, I think I just control everything. God, was Rock God really 4 years ago? Isn't it nice not having young Senya do anything because of Elvira? Elvira's the closest thing they've come up with that was like a nerf of a banner unit, right? Elvira, people were putting Candlestick on Elvira and you could just never kill her. Because she got immortality for so long, you were guaranteed to reset her skill with Candlestick. So literally, she would stall out games for 10, 15, 20 minutes. The Jadewind Scorpion was brutal, though. What happened with Alencia where they refunded her? Nothing really, but the issue with Alencia is people read her kit, and the way it was described in the kit made it seem like Mind's Eye would trigger when she dual attacked or counter attacked, right? And it didn't. On release, she only would get the extra attack on her own turn. And because they made that change in the text shortly after her banner went live, a lot of people felt like, hey, I wouldn't have pulled this unit if I had seen that change, which is bullshit. Everybody would have pulled that unit, right? But because of that, they said, okay, here is the announcement saying we made the change. If you pulled the unit after this announcement or before this announcement, you get all of your shit refunded, just to be fair. I missed that refund by 30 minutes. So I'm still a little salty about it. But yeah, a lot of people got a very, very strong 5-star unit and all their shit refunded to them. It's kind of crazy. I'm sorry, Grindhouse. I'm so sorry. Wasn't there a nerf to ML Ball back in 2019? They nerfed ML Ball, Silverblade Aramentha, and Arbiter Vildred, and they gave out ML Selector tickets, and I, to this day, don't know how Epic 7 made it out of 2019. That was a dark, dark time for the game. They did a conference in Korea to let the people show up and just scream at the developers and made them all ugly cry on camera. I mean, genuinely ugly cry. They were having trouble bowing because they were sobbing so much. It was the most brutal shit you've ever seen. And it took months for the game to get back on its feet after that. End of 2019 was a dark time indeed. They've come a long way from that. It's going good, SC Warrior. You're doing well. For those of you curious, this is Jadewind Scorpion. They nerfed Scorpion so hard that they removed him from the game. You can't even pull him anymore. You can't even get him. He's a collector's item. He doesn't even... They completely nerfed him, and then they removed him from the summon pool. Where's Hua's legs? I got you, fam. All the way to the ground. I tell you what, man, I don't like the unit, but you gotta respect the art team for this one. God damn, that is the most insane motorcycle I've ever seen, right, guys? That motorcycle's badass. Speaking of ass, Woo! Didn't they nerf Fire Hua Young back in the day? Hua Young is the only 5-star banner unit that they have ever nerfed since the 2019 debacle. And they had to jump through a bunch of hoops to not get sued for doing it. Hello, Tristen. Done the Orbis Guide? Farm 400 leafs and otherworldly wyvern? What do you think I could do now to improve? How's your units? Are you okay with skilling up your units? You might want to spend some time in adventure, build up your gold a little bit, and build up your AP a little bit, so that whenever you pull a unit, you'll have the catalysts needed to level them up and the gold needed to level them up. Newer players, especially with the ocean of new units you're getting, catalysts are a big issue, and AP is one of the easiest ways to get this. So, plus everybody, I don't care who you are, you're going to have gold issues sooner or later. New players, not so much, but eventually gold is a giant pain in the ass. So, a lot of people out there farming otherworldly hunt and stuff, and they got shit tons of gear, and they say, hey, can you help me with your gear? I'm like, bet, let's go ahead and do it. And I jump in, and they've got like 5 million gold. I'm like, okay, we aren't doing anything with your gear because you don't have enough gold to level even 3 pieces. Hear me out. We farm evasion. Oh my god, evasion set. Please. Don't speak evil into the universe. Defense, it depends on what you need. Smilegate is a game of, so is life. It's a game of resource management. You need to always think, what's holding me back? And that's what you farm. I've got tons of gear, but I don't have the charms to farm it. Eulogy for a Saint. I've got tons of charms and gear, but I don't have the gold to upgrade it. Adventure. I've got tons of gear, gold, and charms. I can make some really good gear, but my units are all 2-star because I don't have the catalyst to awaken them. Farm Adventure, get AP. I just finished building specially changed Lorena. I hear she's insane for Abyss, and I really want to farm Abyss, but I need Lorena. And I go and build my Lorena, and then I discover she's got this bullshit specially changed tree that takes 1 billion freaking runes. Well, now you got to go farm runes, don't you? So you always kind of want to look at what you need the most, and that's what you work on. There is no best place to farm, in spite of me having a video up called Best Places to Farm. But if you Google Tristen Wulf, spelled with an L, farm 2026, first video. Wow, I can't spell my own name. Tristen Wulf Farm 2026. Best places to farm. And the irony is, there is no best place to farm. The entire video is going to be about, if you need gold, farm here. If you need runes, farm here. And there'll even be handy dandy little charts showing you which places are the best to farm based on what you need. But the cliff notes are, of course, Spirit Altar's best for rune. Adventure is best for gold. Eulogy for the Saint is best for charms and friendship farming. And hunts are best for gear. But yeah, here's a link to this video. I always tell people, if you can only watch one thing on my entire channel, have it be this video. I think it's probably the most important video out there to figure out where to play in this game, because it's really easy. People are like, oh, you got to get a wyvern team, you got to get that gear, and then people burn all of their leafs into wyvern. They've got like 6,000 pieces of gear, and they don't have a single goddamn charm or piece of gold to upgrade it, and they feel stuck for a month trying to like nickel and dime with daily stamina to get the gold and charms just to deal with their backlog of gear that's cluttering up their storage. Around what gear score would you call munition grade gear? Same gear score as the level of the gear. 88 gear, that's 88 gear score. 90 gear, that's 90 gear score. 78 gear, that's 70 gear score. 85 gear, that's 85 gear score. Anything that or under is kind of minor, but remember, gear score doesn't mean everything, especially when there's stat consolidation. I just told you that for it to be considered not munitions grade gear, you'd want it to be at least a 90 gear score for level 90 gear, right? Tell me that this is munition grade gear and I shouldn't even keep it because it's not 90 gear score, right? Tell me this is terrible at 85 gear score because it's not even 90, much less 88 gear score. Check out this 77 gear score piece. So, you know, when you have good consolidation of stats, especially like crit chance on boots, look at this 81 gear score chunk of garbage that has basically 2 entire crit sets in one substat. So yeah, so sometimes you kind of want to look at the pieces more than you want to look at the gear score. I always tell people judging pieces of gear by gear score is like judging overall health by your weight on the scale. Somebody tells me they weigh 130 pounds. Is that healthy or not? I don't know. Are you 5'3" or are you 6'8"? 130 pounds means something very fucking different for both those weights now, doesn't it? So gear score you can kind of use as a way to get a little bit of an idea on the piece, but you really want to look at the numbers. Here, you want me to flip it for you? I'll flip it for you. Check this out. Sort by gear score. Check out this ring, 108 gear score. It's amazing, right? You could use this all over the place. What a pile of dog shit is this ring? In fact, most of my really high gear score stuff is barely freaking usable. It's kind of funny. So yeah, gear score doesn't mean everything. Stat synergy, set, having the stats match the stat. Who wants a torrent set piece that's got effectiveness, effect resistance, flat defense, and HP? No matter how high the gear score is, you got damage gear, you want damage stats on it. You want a hit set piece that's got crit chance, crit damage, and attack. There's a handful of units that want that, but mostly you would want those substats on the damage piece. So stat synergy, stat focus, all these things can fly in the face of gear score. So you really kind of got to think a little bit before just judging whether or not a piece is good based on whether or not the gear score is bad. Especially flat health. Flat health, the game thinks flat health is just about the worst thing in the world, and there are some units that love flat health. I do not have enough charms for my epic gear now. So you want me to speed check hero gear? If you do not have enough charms, you want to go over to your side story. You want to click on Book of Memories. And this part's going to hurt. You're going to have to spend 900 Sky Stones to buy one of these motherfuckers. I know, it sucks. It really should be your first purchase with 900 Sky Stones and unlock Eulogy for a Saint. The magic to Eulogy for a Saint is, first of all, it's one of the best damn stories in the game. Read it. Yo, Sir Till, thank you for the 5 gifted. My brother, thank you so much. Woo! Everybody that got a gifted sub from Sir Tilt, say thank you, Sai. After you get through all 3 stages and get to the final stage inside the sanctuary, you'll find these these cross swords stages are on all levels, but you want to do this on floor 5, right? I'm sorry, on floor 3, inside the sanctuary. What makes these stages so insane is you only need Game. Let me push buttons. You only need free spirit Tiaria to clear it. Look. Dead. Next stage. Dead. Next stage. Dead. Next stage. Dead. Next stage. Mostly dead. All the way dead. Right? That means you can be friendship farming or passively leveling 3 units. Also, since this has 5 stages instead of 3, there's significantly more chance for it to drop stigma and more chance for it to drop this garbage tier gear that you're not going to keep. You'll have to go in and manually sell the gear. Just do it. But you get gear, powder, and gold. When you do this, you get a lot of stigma. The amount of charms you get from this in the form of the powder is so significant when you consider it only costs 8 stamina per run and you can friendship farm 3 units. You get about 50% more charms here than you get from anything else in the game. Even Adventure 5, 50% more charms. But you don't get AP. So you don't get the catalysts. You don't get those special goblin layer rooms where you can get a chance for gold transmit stones, and you get about, I think it's 10 to 15% less gold than Chapter 5, but it's more gold than Chapter 4. But here's the thing, new players, they're going to struggle farming Chapter 5. They certainly aren't going to one-man and be able to friendship farm 3 people. So if you do this, you'll get a shit ton of gear, and then you take that stigma, you go over to your sanctuary, you go over to your alchemist steeple, no, you go over to the forest of souls, you go over to your growth altar, and you start buying penguins, right? You buy a shit ton of penguins with that stigma, and after you've gotten annoyed that the penguin slider only goes to 5,000, then you come over here, you go to your backpack, you go to your backpack here, you go to your growth ingredients section, you click arrange, and you sell these freaking penguins, and you make millions of gold. So this way you get tons of gold, and you get tons of charms, and then you'll be able to go back in and level your gear. It's the easiest farm for new players. Technically, episode 5 gives you a little bit more gold, and you also get the benefit of picking up AP, which is really nice. But even my free-to-play guide, you can only friendship farm even with my free team. What was it? It was Vivian, Watcher, and Tierra. Even with this free-to-play team, you still are only friendship farming 1 unit instead of 3. Being able to friendship farm 3 units, level 3 units, that's so nice. So I recommend, I just tell people it's worth the 900 Skystones to unlock Eulogy. I will give you this one word of caution for Eulogy for a Saint. When you are in here, you see how it says, all quests cleared, there's a reward available. Don't collect the last reward. Because if you collect the last reward, and it's this garbage freaking artifact that nobody gives a shit about, it doesn't do anything for you, it's like garbage tier. Once you collect this, it will put a little button here right beside the adventure button that you're clicking all the damn time. Here, it looks like this. It looks like this, record complete. And if you accidentally click record complete, you can never go back into Eulogy for a Saint ever again. Ever. It's done. It's closed, and the developers will not unlock it. And we've been after them for over a year. So I just recommend not collecting that last reward so that that stupid button doesn't appear and you can't accidentally click it while drunk one night and then lose access to one of the best charm farms in the game. That's all covered in my Places to Farm video that I recommend all of you guys watch because it's the most important video, I think, for new players out there. Everything I just discussed is covered in that video. Yeah, I've had people like beside themselves, like absolutely miserable, thinking they bricked their account. You didn't brick your account. It is 50% more charms, so getting 150 charms instead of 100 charms, that sucks, but it's not like you ruined your account. You just slowed it down on charm acquisition, and Smilegate said they are aware of charms being a problem and are working for ways to make it better. When they eventually get to the point where charm acquisition is better, then farming adventure is probably just going to be objectively better, except for the brand new players who are struggling farming adventure. Is there a Buffett event coming? Been waiting for the gold boost. None was announced for this coming weekend, but I guess we'll find out with the Wednesday news dump. I hope so. I kind of expect it. It'd be beneficial for us, and it would be financially beneficial for Smilegate. People are really going to want to get their grind on, and that's more burning passion packs they can sell. I'd be very surprised, but we don't know for sure. We'll find out Wednesday morning with the news dump. What are the best side story pet skills to use? Please tell me I finished. Oh yeah, I've got to read this damn story. These are the ones that I recommend. Chance to receive double catalyst points. That's great early on. Late game, you don't care. Late game, you've got millions of catalyst points. Chance to receive an additional random catalyst. Again, late game, you don't really care. You just got millions of catalyst points. But the event side story currency, God, this used to be so important. You used to get double or 16% more currency drop when you did Advent, but they kind of nerfed it, and I don't know that this even works anywhere anymore. I guess when they run some of the classic events, but yeah, that's what I have on mine. That artwork? What artwork? This artwork is pretty. What is the next big event? The next big event. Probably, I mean, I wouldn't call it a big event, but the next scheduled event is on the 22nd. We'll go down for maintenance, and when we come back up on the 23rd, we'll have the actual story that involves Ludwig and Salome and all that kind of stuff happening. I believe that's when that's scheduled to go live. And then on May 14th, this version update, that's when they're going to dump even more lore and story on us, and that's when the God of Battle Gladiatorium Arena thing opens, which is basically RTA, but you're fighting against the computer instead against real people, so you can try out techs, learn stuff without all the stress of being laughed at and having people make videos out of you, right? So it'd be a nice testing ground. Kind of excited for that. But sometime in June or July, sometime in here, we will get the summer event, right? The summer events are always insane. I don't think the summer events are insane. What I have to say to you is, where are you, girl? God damn, Arunka. I mean, look at her. If we don't get this skin, there's no justice in the world. I don't normally tell them to make skins because I know people don't buy skins, but people would buy that skin. Hell, all the summer units are insane, right? Well, except for Auden. I mean, look at that. This was summer last year. What if they did Summer Luna? What if they did Summer Aria? What if they did... Guys, Summer Luna? Summer Aria? That's pretty impressive, right? But what if they gave you what you really deserve and did Summer Dark Corvus? Yeah, baby. You know it's coming. You know you want it. I'm sorry if you had kids in the room. My bad. Shit, you almost made me spray my drink, Fat Hot Shot. You actually said wood. Oh, shit, guys. Anything else you want to see or do while I'm here? Is check Ancient Inheritance, make sure Prongo's not dead yet. No. Close, though. Close. Spectres came in and dropped a good 3 mil on it. Come on. He may not be the unit you want, but he's probably the unit you deserve. But yeah, the summer units have always been insane, right? I mean, shit, man. Even the old summer units. Even the old summer units were freaking amazing. Where is this? You know who? You know? My God. Summer Clarissa opened up a kink for nuns we didn't even knew we had. Woo! Back off, guys. She's a lady of the cloth. We need ML Mort, man. Pirate Captain Samurai Mort. I'm for it. Officially a Gooner stream. Don't judge. Would summer either be swimsuit or shorts? I'm not going to think about that. There's a character named Legs. Don't give him ideas. I'm this close to showing you guys summer lots. You don't want to play this game with me. It will not end well. Tristen, check the link. I want to know if it's worth my chance my Tomoka gear. Okay, what link? What link? Scrolling up. Doosh. I mean, right side's better. Right side's actually usable. She's got decent damage. She's a little slow, but you pack her with a speed imprint, and you should be able to do some shit with her. Yeah, I think she'll work fine. Give it a try. See how it works. If it doesn't work, you can always put the gear back. Bellion build? I got you, fam. Let's see. In a world of Bellion, there's my preferred Bellion build, which is the fast Bellion, so that she can spam the 3F or Glorious Throne pop damage. There is the injury Bellion on riposte on Elbrus, so that she can constantly drop injury down and make units like Bologna and Rat blow shit up even harder. And then there is the counter Bologna that you run slow and tanky and let the counters in 3Fs do additional damage. Bellion is one of the more dangerous units, not because she's so good, not because she turns off soul burning, the strongest mechanic in the game. Not even because of 3F. She was busted as hell before 3F. She works fine without it. 3F lets her be a sub DPS, but she works so good because you never really know how she's built. You don't ever really know what you're going into. Is this bitch on injury? Is she going to be on speed and fly around? Is she wearing Elbrus or 3F? Is she on counter set? Am I safe to touch her? Or is touching her just going to make me eat hits too? You don't really know until you get into the fight and find out the hard way. So it's, yeah. I run the counter one when I am fighting villager teams, when I'm running into Harsetis, when I'm running into units that do a lot of AoE attacks. She works really good there. I run the speed one when I'm dealing with free Rins because she goes fast enough. She usually goes before free Rin, and I've got a pretty good chance to kill free Rin before she can even push that S3 once. And then I run the injury one when I'm stacking her with units that work well with injury, like Bologna, like Death Dealer Ray, like ML Shu, things like that. How do I even have this many Bellions? I don't even want to talk to you about how many freaking Last Rider fucking Crows I have. If you didn't know this, you can pull the unit up in the journal and click this little caret under their name and it'll show you how many times you've pulled it. I have pulled 9 freaking Crows. Which I think is more than I've pulled of Bellions. Only 3 Bellions. Shut up, Beardy. Can you explain how the Rift works? It's just a very, very long hunt, but the advantage to Rift is you can select the 4 pieces of gear you're farming. So if you go into Rift, you can literally say, I want to only farm injury, riposte, rage set, and resist set. And now, no matter what gear drops, it's only going to be those 4 sets. Randomly, 25% of each one, but it lets you go after specific gear. Specifically, it lets you go after riposte and reversal, which don't exist anywhere else in the game. It's the only place to farm them. And eventually when breach goes away, warfare and pursuit set will move in here as well. It'll be the only place to farm them. The gear that it drops is lower quality gear, but it's not bad gear. It's just not as good as otherworldly gear. So it gives you a pretty good chance to not get sets you don't want. And you can infinitely farm this. You can. It's slow, but you can infinitely farm it. It's really, really nice because we have got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of units in the game, and they all require different shit. This one wants destruction set, and this one wants counter set, and this one wants speed set, and this one wants immunity and defense set, and this one wants lifesteal set. I'm kidding. Nobody wants lifesteal set. And, well, 1 or 2 units do. But, you know, what are you going to do? Farm Wyvern and then to get your speed set. Then you got to jump over here and farm Banshee to get your counter set. And then you got to jump over here and farm Cadies. Nobody wants to farm Cadies to get your pen sets. And then you got to run back over to Asmanic to get your immunity sets. And, oh my God, you got to do some Golem too to get your HP sets. Rift lets you focus it all in one place. And then once you've got everybody geared out and you're happy with the gear, they're usable. They may not be insane. You're not showing them off to your friends, or when you do show them off to your friends like, hey, yeah, you could use that. Now you're done with Rift. Because at that point in time, you don't care about just mediocre gear. You've got them on the field. You've got them ready to go, and they're running. Now you can shift over to hunts and start specifically farming the best gear, right? You want to make your RB better. You want to get more, really good torrent gear. Now you can go focus farm Cadies and try to get some otherworldly torrent gear. Start getting that high gear score shit, right? So it speeds up your gearing of your account, but it slows down your acquisition of stupid high-end pieces. So I like it for that mid-game phase when you just need to get the best of the best gear on your units. Or sorry, when you just need to get your units geared and on the field, then you can shift over to hunts to really try to refine it and chase the best of the best. And you don't wind up just spending your entire time in Wyvern, and then you go and you try to build I don't know, you go and try to build your Lone Crescent Bologna, and you can't, because your Lone Crescent Bologna requires either counter set, destruction set, or lifesteal set. She doesn't use speed set, but you can't gear her because you spent all your least farming Wyvern and all you have is speed, crit, and hit. So Rift lets you kind of go after some of those esoteric sets to help you flesh out your account. What's the best set for Setska? The best set for Setska is Riposte, but only about 5% better than counter set. Counter counter set's so fucking close that even using all of my gear, chasing riposte set, I can't make my Setsuka as good on riposte as she is on counter. Like, just about every single stat is worse. No matter what I do, I can't quite get her better on riposte. So I just leave her on counter. And there's nothing wrong with it. This has got a 30% chance to counter, and riposte has a 70% chance to counter, and it only happens on a miss, and a miss is a 50% chance. 50% of 70% is 35%. So I got a 35% chance to counter versus a 30% chance to counter. Now, this becomes more valuable when like Fat Cat's involved and my chance to miss goes up, or when I've used her S3 and the enemy's blind and the chance to miss goes up. Then this is significantly better. But if they've got Xeno and my evasion goes down, or they've put me to sleep and my evasion has gone away, suddenly this is better. So it's kind of knowing which is better when. And the bottom line is I spent 6 years farming counter set. I spent 6 months farming riposte set. Pound for pound, all things being equal, riposte is better. All things being equal. In fact, the right side, this is close enough. I would probably just go ahead and go with the right side. I'd sacrifice the 3,000 health and go with the right side, but I don't want to take Flan's helmet away. And then there is kind of a silly meme build that I thought would be a lot of fun. And back in the day, this was a lot of fun with Rat, having her put injury on people and then blowing them up with Rat, but I never use this anymore. I only ever use this Setsuka. But people ask me, why don't I have her on riposte? It's like, one, I don't want to farm Rift, and two, this works fine. If she could be on riposte with these exact same stats, 100% riposte. Try a speed Setsuka? Maybe I will make this one into a speed Setsuka. That does sound interesting. It does sound interesting. Back in the day, she was only released last year. Back in my day, the only Setsuka we had was right here, and we were glad for it. Is it worth farming if it takes 2 to 3 runs to clear? If it takes 2 to 3 runs to clear, it's better than farming Hell mode on hunts, but it's worse than farming Otherworldly. That's the other thing too, right? Is Rift gives you 2 pieces of gear for 40 stamina, and Otherworldly gives you 6 pieces of gear for 160 stamina. If you do the math, you get 4 pieces of gear from Rift for every 3 pieces of gear you get from hunts, if you do it in a single entry. So you do even get more gear, but you work up to it, right? By the time you're RC8, you're doing it in 2 turn clears. By the time you're RC12, you're doing it in 1 turn clears. It eventually gets there. But yeah, you're talking about 60 stamina if it's 2 turn clear, and 80 stamina if it's a 3 turn clear. The other thing about Rift too is it does have this nifty little battle pass down here that's loaded with stuff, right? Reforged mats, boxes, charms, Mola, Heckin, Gora. So, you know, there's some nice things down here. A lot of people farm it just to get this battle pass done. Does it have mystic medals? It does not. It does not drop mystics or bookmarks. The only thing that drops mystics and bookmarks is non-otherworldly hunts. Can we get all items from the chest store as a new player? This store? Yeah, I think you need to get up to about RC 13, 12 or 13, depending on how your pet, if you have a pet that boosts your chance proccing. I think that's enough RC to get everything out of the store. Do we have hope for a Naruto collab, or is it too irrelevant? Collabs usually happen when the other collaborating party has something going on that dictates a collab, right? We collaborated with Freerun because Freerun was releasing season 2 of their anime a few months later. We collaborated with That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime because they had just released a new season. We collaborated with Full Metal Alchemist because they launched a gacha game. We collaborated with Guilty Gear because they just released Strive. Usually something's going on. Now, there is a lot of buzz about us collaborating with Chaos Zero Nightmare because Chaos Zero Nightmare just announced that the next unit coming up is Tenebria, and they already have Charon, and that would be an easy collab for Epic 7. Especially they brought in all these new people from this new era update. Be a good time to advertise their other game to them. So a lot of people are kind of expecting a CZN collab to come up pretty soon. So maybe you guys will be lucky and you can get Owen in Epic 7 stealing your waifus. What are the requirements to do Epic Hell Advent? It's mostly a gear check. The youngest account I think I've ever talked through Epic Hell was 5 months old, and it was not easy. It was not easy at all. Sir Tilt, hit me up in Discord. We can talk about doing an account review and sit in Discord and fix you up. Yeah, I mean, if you see me sitting in voice chat in Discord, and I am there all the damn time, just jump in and be like, hey, can you help me? I mean, look, B6 is hanging out there right now, but just jump in the E7 voice chat, and if I'm available, I'll do my best to help you out. But if you can't do Epic Hell, it's not a big deal. You're missing out on 3 of those purple boxes. That's it. It's not like it's the end of the fucking world. These... Where are they? Yeah, these stupid purple boxes. They're nice, but it's not like their account changing. So if you can't do it, don't do it. Just do regular hell or regular hard. You can still get all the rewards. You just miss out on 3 of these. I'm waiting for you to join in so I can ask for arena team. My arena defense, I might change it. It's holding up now. It's 24-37. I mean, it did okay last week. It's hanging in there. But I don't know. People are starting to figure out, ooh, piece of candy. We got some gear to roll. This is the team right now. My old arena team, which worked really freaking well too, was... This was my old arena team, and it worked really well too. For those that don't have Nodos. See, the problem is now you got this, and people can click on it, and it shows currently collecting data. Oh, there we go. You can do this, and it kind of shows you how to beat teams with a 100% success rate. And you just click copy, load the units up, and makes it a little bit harder to... Bite me, Renok. Makes it a little harder to have a good, effective defense. Boop. How to counter Nodos? Oh, you just find a Nodos defense, and it looks very, very scary. So, you load up a shit ton of evasion units, and then a safety net and a resurrection unit, and you hit the quick battle button, and you push a button, and you get free points. Difference between purple and red mod boxes. Red mod boxes give you a specific gem. So like when you use this, you have to spec. I want it to be a crit set gem that boosts percent HP, and you get a crit set that boosts percent HP. Purple boxes, you just pick percent HP and it'll work on any set. Crit set, speed set, destruction set, any set. And the red gems are always a max roll. Even the flat stats, always a max roll. There is no RNG to it. You push the button, bam, it's max. So they're actually quite sought after for HP and for flat attack. Surprisingly, because you know it's easier to get 9% or 8% attack than it is to get 51 attack on the nose. So most of us use these for shit like here I use some on my I use some on my Asaria. Yes, yes. Where? Yeah, see at 237 HP, that's max. At 483, or not 483, where is it? 239, that one's max. That 237 wasn't max. It rolled high enough I didn't want to use one of the red gems for 2 more HP, but 239's max, so I used it there. Yeah, Valky is right. Lighty7 put it best. Beating Notos comes from a place of privilege. There's 3 ways to beat this guy. You outspeed him and cleave him, which means you got to have the gear and units to pull off a successful cleave that can hit somebody that's that strong. Or you use evasion, and evasion works really well, but it's not guaranteed. There's a small chance sometimes you can just get hit, but it usually works. There is kind of a stupid way to beat him. Let me see if I can do it. I don't even know if my units are built for it, so let's do this. It's gonna be hard with her involved. Let's see. It's gonna be hard with her involved too. Fuck a duck. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna go with we'll have a safety net because she's a pain in the ass, and we will go with Spectre fucking Tenebria. I've only heard of this. I've never actually tried it, so let's see what happens. And then I will I need a couple of mages. I need some books. DN would be good because of this girl. And Ida sounds fun. She's got a book. There's no way this works, right? Hang on, are you actually wearing gear? You are not. Oh my god. Fine, just a 34. Why are you? Fucking hell. Yeah, you know what? Fine. We're just gonna run this. And let's put you on a book 2. Stenny doesn't have a buff, Jadali. I see a buff on Stenny. Alexa's basket on this bee. Holy shit. Did she get Gab too? I bet she did. Of course she did. I fucked up and silenced Nodos. Oh no, I silenced Nodos. I screwed up, guys. Nodos won't go into his domain, which means my... This isn't what I want. This isn't how this was supposed to end, guys. This isn't how this was supposed to end. It's okay. We'll just, don't die. Don't die. For fuck's sake. It's okay. Don't die. Don't die. Okay. So, he can't target because this isn't a buff, it's a unique effect, so she's still invisible to him. So all you gotta do is get Stene through and wait him out. I can't kill him, I can't do shit to him. He kills everybody else on the team, that's fine. See, now theoretically he should hit Stene because Stene's dark and light always wants to hit dark, but he can't see her. And once you get out, I really want Stene to get the kill here, and Ida's making it very fucking hard. If he had friends left, you could S3, get the stun, but since he doesn't have friends, I can just soul burn him to death. Burn. Burn. It's fucking hilarious. Nobody bans Spectre Tenebria too. What you do if you're doing an RTA is you play it real coy. You look at like 1,001 other dark units, and then at the last second you drop Spectre Tenebria in there, and they think you ran out of time and it fucked up, and then they let you have her, and she just rips Notice a new asshole. Other than that, controlling Notice can work. You're still at the mercy of 15% and at cleansers. Controlling Notice, you better be damn sure you can kill Notice before he S3s, because once you are in domain, control goes right out the window. You can't stick debuffs anymore, and you just gotta hope you can weather the storm and come out the other side. If you can control him and the rest of your team can kill him, that's great, but you go a little heavy on control, he's a little harder to deal with. So, I mean, there's plenty of ways to deal with him. You've just got to think of ways through it. And like Light said, it comes from a place of privilege. Having the units, knowing how to apply them, and that's why his win rate is so fucking high, is because if you pick him, you don't really have to think. Your opponent has to do a shit ton of thinking to deal with him. And if your opponent can't figure a way through it, or you draft in a way where you're giving your opponent a choice, deal with Notice or deal with all this other shit, God, he's a pain in the ass to beat. And that's why his win rate is really fucking high right now. Yeah. 55% win rate. Absolutely obnoxious. Biblis is inflated because it's her first week. This will settle down a little bit next week, but Biblis is also crazy strong too. But yeah, I really, if you can stack souls and sneak Spectre Tenebria onto a very tanky team, you could do some hilarious shit with her. Because I don't think Notice can survive 3 soul burns from a very well-built Tenebria, or 2 soul burns and an S3. If he's on Holy Sack, then maybe you might need more than that. I had really thought that this girl would see a bit of a glow up on him, because her reset is a full reset. It's not just a cooldown reduction, it's a full reset. And you take Nodo's ability to take turns. Holy crap, that goes away. You can also run Zio and Requiem Rowana. That will buy you 2 turns, right? Zio takes a good chunk of his health away. Rekro goes next. She resets his skill, and then after that, a good actual damage Zio can start chipping away and doing damage to him, and the rest of your team can run over him as well. Everybody forgets that this girl resets your skills. And it's hilarious. You can always tell when they forgot she reset your skills, because you drop her on them, and then Notice goes up, and they just sit there, and you watch the countdown timer going down, and it's them trying to figure out, like, wait, why can't I S3? It's them realizing that she reset his skills. But again, you're 15% bitch, so that can be a bit of a problem too. I think as more people figure out how to fight Notice or come up with more creative ways to kill Notice, he'll be less and less of a problem. But right now, yikes. He is rough if you don't have the tools and the know-how. Who's the character that needs a buff the most? I think if you surveyed the entire community, they would say it is this girl. I don't really think she does need a buff so much as that she needs a little bit of an account change, because she's basically Mort with a little bit higher damage who doesn't do fear and doesn't do defense break, which is a lot. That is a lot. She also lets your own team counter, whereas Mort shuts counters down for everybody except for himself. She actually will let your team counterattack, just stops the enemy's team. But she is to Mort like Sinful Angelica is to Bryceria. Similar, but just not quite good enough. But this is the one I think the most people want. The one I think is in need of it the most. I think Faithless Lytica really needs a little something. She's just too hard to build, to use in a modern meta, but they aren't going to do anything to buff this girl when Nodos just came out. I think we got at least 2, maybe 3 balance patches to go through before you're going to see them do anything that works against Nodos. They generally want the new unit to be good and for people to suffer under its yoke for at least 3 or 4 months so that people have FOMO. I got to pull the new unit or I'm just going to suffer for several months. Oh, that's true. She doesn't tear her clothes off when she S3s and step on you. That'd be a hell of a buff. She'd see more use then. The next balance patch announcement is not until May 1st. On May 1st, we'll figure out what the units are that are going to get balanced. The patch won't go live until the 14th, but we'll find out on May Day what the units that are going to be getting a bounce patch are. So yeah, we got a few weeks to wait yet before we see what changes. Who would I like to see get a buff? Sirmia. This girl's not used anywhere anymore. Stupid frickin' emo elf stole all of her jobs. Like every place you'd use Sirmia, you probably, this guy. Why do they all look the same? This elf is just better Sirmia. What's the best place to get Veritas? It's there you go. Little joke. Valky's Guild's name's Veritas. Otherworldly hunts, I think, drop Veritas at the highest rate. You're kind of guaranteed to get it. You'll get less Vanitas, though, but you'll get more Veritas doing Otherworldlies. Ooh, chest! Let's go! Yay, charms. Yeah, they're recruiting, guys. Hey, Valky, have you heard from Henogen lately? I don't know if you and him ever run in similar circles, but he hasn't streamed, he hasn't logged in. It's been like, I know he's a teacher and shit gets weird around spring break, but it's coming up on 2 weeks since he's logged into the game. Yeah, I hope he's okay. He just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Still not dead. All right, guys, you don't have anything else. I'm going to wrap it up. Valky, you going live? I'll raid into you if you are. Any info on whether we'll get buffs next weekend? I think it's very, very, very likely we'll get buffs next weekend. It makes sense both financially and morale-wise to do it, but nothing's official, and we probably won't find out for sure until Wednesday morning with the news drop. That's when we'll know. One more time for the people who just got here and for the people in the back, please, for the love of God, do not use this hero selector ticket. If you're relatively new, doubly so, and if you're a veteran, triply so. Unless you've got every unit in the game, don't use this ticket. Leave it there. You've got 30 days to buy it. It could be 4 or 5 days after week 4 is over. Just make sure you keep 180 Veritas ready so you can buy it. Because once you buy it, it's spent. Spend the entire time grinding your milestone of radiance, getting these gold boxes so that you can get as many units as possible and you can exhaust the pool. Because there are hundreds of units that can pop out of this box and you're only going to get like, I think 13 or 14 or hell, even if it's 30, I don't know, however many boxes you get all the units you can. And then once you've gotten all you can out of milestone, and yeah, you probably won't be able to finish all of it. That's true, but get as far as you can in the 30 days. And then once you've got as much as you can out of milestone at that point, then you can go in, buy this and look at the pool and go, I'm so glad because I got Fene randomly, and that means I can get my Setska, and I don't have to feel bad about not getting Fene. See what I'm saying here? Clear out the pool as much as you can, and then you can look at who you got and who you don't have, and handpick what you want. I know that the boxes can never give you dupes, but what if the boxes just give you absolute shitters? Give yourself the chance to get what you can get. And that way, even if you get everybody you want and there's nobody left that you want, you can still grab it and get a dupe and get an imprint. Nothing wrong with that either. That's just my advice. If you want to get it early and boogie, you go and do you. You enjoy your waifu, you put her at the table, you go ruin lives with her, that's fine too. I'm just trying to min-max it to help get you squeeze as much advantage out of this event as possible. How many flat HP and attacks are a must on gear? For a main stat, flat HP is never a must. For flat attack, there are a handful of units or a handful of insanely rolled pieces where flat attack main and percent attack sub works out better. For example, this ring, if this was flat attack with 4 rolls into it, it would still be lower with a percent attack main. So it's rare. But there are plenty of units where a flat attack is not bad, especially units that don't ever crit. So you don't want crit chance, crit damage, flat attack's nice. Flat HP is really nice on the monster HP scalers. I mean, how many of you would be very, very sad if this was otherworldly gear? Look how it rolled. It's otherworldly gear. I am completely fine with that 1000 HP because that is so good on my Assyria. So good. Just about any other unit in the game, I'd be pretty fucking gutted about that, right? But every once in a while, you get some big HP rolls on units that want big flat HP rolls. Dark Corvus is another one that is a flat HP stat enjoyer. 238 flat HP, 253 flat HP, 234 flat HP, 584 flat HP. It's fine on him because this guy's damage is, if you soul burn, it's almost 1-to-1. He'll do 31,000 damage on a soul burn. And with that artifact, he can soul burn. So, yeah. But, you know, that's also comes back to, you know, what makes good gear score. This piece is shit gear score, but it's perfect for Dark Corvus. It's got HP main, it's got a shit ton of flat speed, and it's got effect resistance. The only 3 stats he really wants. And even the speed and defense are nice little substats. So this piece of gear is perfect for Dark Corvus. It's even the set that I want. But it's shit gear score. Again, you can't always trust the scale to be the be-all, end-all of how healthy you are. You don't want to necessarily trust that gear score is the be-all, end-all for how good gear is. It's a good starting point. It's a good point to go, maybe I should look at this piece and see if it's worth keeping. There's nothing wrong with going into your gear, sort by gear score, and then sort by gear score again, so it puts your shit at the top, and start looking at the gear and go, do I really keep this piece? It's pursuit, but look at that flat attack. That flat attack is driving that gear score down. but that's a lot of attack for a pursuit unit, and pursuit units usually do pop damage based on attack. So yeah, I'm actually going to upgrade this. Even though it's shit, this is really good gear for some attack scaling pursuit users. But sorting that way can also let you look at pieces and go, yeah, you know what? It's a DPS set with speed. It's got some crit damage. The only units that's using this is a defense scaler. This could be good on a defense scaler that wants crit chance and wants speed. Maybe Mort. No, Mort's an HP scaler, not Mort. Maybe, maybe Lionheart Sirmia, right? Maybe Lionheart Sirmia wants this, right? Yeah, maybe Arya. Maybe. But it makes it a very limited use piece. Not a lot of units will use it. And then you can run into other pieces that are like, oh, HP and double attack on an HP set with no flat HP sub and some rolls into effectiveness. Yeah, nobody's using this shit, so I could sell this and get some charms out of it. This is a dead piece. Nobody's going to use this. So yeah, I need to do a gear cleanse big time. Right, my gear is, I'm overloaded with gear and I desperately need to do a gear cleanse. Pitless, nah. I don't think I care about the speed set on Pitless. Everybody talks about gear like how to check it, when to roll, do you have a gear guide, and nobody talks about the other side of the coin, when it's time to let go, how to do a gear cleanse, judging whether or not it's keep it or throw it away. And the nature of a gacha gamer is to be a hoarder, and God, it is so hard. It is so hard to cut the cord and just say, I deserve better than that 77 gear score HP ring with shit tons of attack in it. Sell that shit. And you're gonna be like me, you're gonna say, one day Smilegate, they're gonna release that effect resistance scaling DPS unit, and I'll be really glad I kept this this Destro piece with lots of effect resistance on it and no attack. No, you're not. No, you're not. Just sell it. Just cut the cord, move on, and if Smilegate does release that unit, you'll forget you even had that piece, and you'll have the resources to actually focus farm and roll pieces of gear like that. That's my take on it. 77 pre-reforged is almost like 90. Gear score doesn't mean everything. It's still not a very good piece. It's still not a very good piece. But anyway. One nice thing about using Fribbles is you'll be able to sort by gear score after it's reforged. Even though it's 85, it'll show you what the reforge would look like, so you can sort by post-reforged gear score, even on gears that aren't reforged, so you can kind of look through it that way. Yeah, look at this stupid piece. This stupid level 75 sword, but it's fucking perfect. It's got every single stat young Senya wants. So, I ain't selling it because it fills a need. Could I get something better? Probably, and when I do, I'll probably sell it. Is there a site where we can see top tier player builds? Yes. Okay, so you want to see who? Setsuka? Setsuka, search. Most people have are on riposte immunity. Some do riposte HP, some are doing riposte set. A handful of people like me are doing counter immunity, etc., etc. Even some are running her on destruction set. Her number one artifact's Lethal Whispers by a long shot, and then double-edged to Crescent, Shepherd. Basically, the other evasion artifacts are distant nexts. If you want to, and here you go. This is based on gear score. It's sorted by gear score. 481 freaking gear score for this monster. Holy shit. That is obnoxious. And if you don't want to see the injuries and the HPs and the pens and the hits, you want to see just people that are running this combo, you can click on it and it will just show you the top users running these sets. And you can sort by speed, you can sort by HP. There's some other effer out there with 31,000 HP Setska. World ain't right. But yeah. And what artifacts they're running and when it was uploaded, when the data was scraped. But the more reasonable way to see how to build a unit, in my opinion, is find the unit that you're trying to build. Okay? Click on this little lightning bolt helmet and shield down here and go to unit reviews. And it'll bring this up and you can look in the last 2 months. These are people that have put up builds. And you click on the sword and shield. Here's this guy's build. He's doing Warfare Pursuit. And there's this guy. And here's this guy. And you can see the different ways they've built. What exclusive equipment they're wearing. Where their Mola is. Whether or not it's imprinted. What are they running as a secondary set versus what's this guy running as a secondary set. How much Mola he decided to put into it. You can kind of get some good ideas this way without having to go to external sites. You can do this right from your phone. And if you click this little view statistics button right here, this will take you to a different website or it'll just straight up load if you're on a phone. And this site's really cool too because this has been down for like a week now. Well, normally this shows you like what exclusive equipments and artifacts and sets to run, but I guess for now, just use the reviews because the statistics site is still bugged. Weird. I'll report that again. And if you want to share your build after you've built her, you go to page 1 and where is it here? No. Oh, do you do it from the review page? Oh yeah, post. You can post your own. You say, here's my girl. I use her this way. She's awesome. And you can have your own up there for people to see so they can check out your build as well. Yeah, I think it's been out for a while. Can you suit for no? You can, yeah. You can do it by likes. You can do it by the most recent. You can click here to see your own review. And if a bounce patch has happened, right? If for some reason Hecate is on the bounce patch on May 1st, you can look up before and after to see how the bounce patch impacted how she's built. But this is one of the nicest tools that nobody knows exists, and it's right frickin' here. You just click on it and go look at how other people built it. So you could always ask me how I built mine, but it's so much nice to see how lots of people built theirs, especially when it's a unit that has got several different build styles to her, right? Because, you know, maybe one person shows you their fast Luna and another person shows you their slow Luna. I just started playing long again. Is Labyrinth still a thing to do, or is that dead? You do it once. It's one and done. It's not repeatable content. It's like Abyss. You just do it one, get the rewards, never go back again except to visit Hoochie. Yeah, and hey, you know, if you look at it and you did fuck up, you can always come in here and push buttons to unfuck up. Boop. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to send you guys over to Mr. Valky. If you've got some PvP related questions, you want to see a build or ask, you know, hey, what does bridge mean? Can you explain to me what tempo means in a fight? People keep saying aggro and cleave, and I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. He'll explain it to you, and in a very chill way. So enjoy hanging out with Uncle Valk, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of the community. Join my Discord, discordwulf with a u.com. It's over there underneath the Epic 7 symbol. Discordwulf.com. Catch me when I'm hanging out in voice chats. I'm usually there just about every night. And if you need some help or some hands-on stuff, we can talk. But now I'm going to go pee. Bye.
Volcanics snuck into their guild. The reason why I say Volcanics snuck in is apparently there's a different Volcanics.
We need backup. There's too many of them.
Yo, Tristen, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in.